For the first time in more than 2 years, SpaceX's next Falcon Heavy launch and dual booster landing appears to be right around the corner, and it comes with a catch. The year 2021 is another big year for SpaceX, as the company continues to drive its major projects forward, from a space-based internet service available anywhere on Earth, to a passenger transport vessel eventually destined for Mars. More importantly, SpaceX schedules the first Falcon Heavy launch in 2 years, in early October. So, what is it all about and how is SpaceX preparing for such a launch? Let's find out. It is important to know what is Falcon Heavy. Falcon Heavy is the most powerful operational rocket in the world, by a factor of 2, with the ability to lift into orbit nearly 64 metric tons, 141,000 pounds. Falcon Heavy can lift more than twice the payload of the next closest operational vehicle, the Delta V Heavy. Falcon Heavy is composed of 3 Falcon 9 engines, whose 27 Merlin engines together generate more than 5 million pounds of thrust at liftoff, equal to approximately 18 747 aircraft. With more than 5 million pounds of thrust at liftoff, Falcon Heavy is the most capable rocket flying by comparison. The liftoff thrust of the Falcon Heavy equals approximately 18 747 aircraft at full power. Falcon Heavy can lift the equivalent of a fully loaded 737 jetliner, complete with passengers, luggage, and fuel to orbit. Merlin is a family of rocket engines developed by SpaceX, for use on its Falcon 1, Falcon 9, and Falcon Heavy launch vehicles. Merlin engines use RP-1 and liquid oxygen as rocket propellants, in a gas generator power cycle. The Merlin engine was originally designed for recovery and reuse as Falcon 9, the same as Falcon Heavy. The Falcon 9 is not the same as Falcon Heavy. The Falcon Heavy is a variant of the Falcon 9 launch vehicle consisting of 3 Falcon 9 first stages, a reinforced center core and 2 additional side boosters. All 3 boosters are designed to be recovered and reused, although expendable flights are possible, to increase payload capacity. SpaceX needed a more powerful rocket that could one day deliver heavy cargo payloads to Mars. For this purpose, the Falcon Heavy was adapted, from 3 Falcon 9 engine cores. For an impressive 5 million pounds of thrust at liftoff. In short, whatever the Falcon 9 can do, the Falcon Heavy does better and with more power. Falcon Heavy is based on the proven heritage and reliability of Falcon 9. The Falcon 9 was a monumental rocket design created by SpaceX, to pursue unknown areas of reusable rocket technology. The standard Falcon 9 can carry 22 tons of cargo to the LEO, and up to 8.3 tons to the geosynchronous transfer orbit. Its ability to reach Mars is less impressive at only 4 tons of cargo. The Falcon Heavy carried about 64 tons of cargo to low Earth orbit, 26.7 tons to the GTO, and about 17 tons of cargo to Mars. With the ability to launch cargo into low Earth orbit, and autonomously touch the rocket's first stage back to Earth, the Falcon made history between 2013 and 2017. Now SpaceX confirms the first Falcon Heavy launch in 2 years, in early October and February 2018. After years of anticipation, SpaceX successfully launched its triple-booster Falcon Heavy rocket for the first time, in a spectacular show of force though. The center core booster got a little multi on its extreme high-speed re-entry, and was lost before it could attempt to land. The rocket's twin side boosters performed an iconic near-simultaneous landing, just a handful of miles away from where they lifted off. Then Falcon Heavy took a good long break in April 2019. After a few minor delays, that Falcon Heavy Block 5 rocket completed its launch debut, and first mission for a paying customer. This time around all 3 boosters, 2 by land and 1 by sea, survived re-entry, and performed flawless landings on a drone ship in 2 landing zones. A mere 2 months later, both of Falcon Heavy Block 5's first 2 recovered side boosters flew again in support of the US Air Force's STPE mission. A combined demonstration flight and rideshare mostly designed to push the rocket to its limits, and help the military qualify it for high-value payloads. Once more, those side boosters successfully returned for a simultaneous landing at SpaceX's landing zones, but the mission's Block 5 center's core re-entry was, as SpaceX itself partially expected, too hot, burning essential components, and resulting in a hard landing in the Atlantic Ocean. Otherwise, the mission was a spectacular success and gave the US military practically all the data it needed to qualify the world's largest operational rocket to launch its payloads. Shockingly, however, that June 2019 launch would end up being Falcon Heavy's third and latest in the almost 26 months since the rocket hasn't flown. Once originally scheduled to launch a fourth time as early as Q4 2020, known as UWSF-44 and UWSF-52, formerly UWSF-44 and 52, both missions are scheduled to launch ethereal U.S. military Spire communications satellites. UWSF-44 is arguably the most important as it will mark SpaceX's first direct launch to geostationary orbit, or any other customer let alone one as exacting as the US military. UWSF-52 is a much simpler, and more traditional launch to an elliptical geostationary transfer orbit. About a year ago, for unknown reasons, the two missions swapped positions, with USF-44 taking the lead, expected to launch in June 2021. As of earlier this year, Spaceflight Now first reported that UWSF-44 had slipped further, still to October, and UWSF-52 into 2022. This May. Since then, that's where the mission schedule has tentatively lain. Finally, on August 12, SpaceX filed an FCC application for rocket communication permissions. While otherwise ordinary, this particular request stated that it was for Falcon Heavy recovery operations, and more specifically, for the simultaneous recovery of two Falcon Heavy boosters at sea. Falcon Heavy's UWSF-52 GTO launch isn't as demanding, and its mission profile is expected to allow SpaceX to recover all three boosters, as such an FCC filing for a dual-drone ship Falcon Heavy site booster recoveries practically guarantees that it's just for UWSF-44 per the application. SpaceX expects the mission to occur no earlier than September 25. Almost simultaneously, launch photographer Ben Cooper also updated a long-running list of upcoming East Coast launches, confirming that Falcon Heavy's fourth launch, UWSF-44, remains on track for October 2021. Ultimately, while delays are possible and likely probable, there now appears to be a strong chance that Falcon Heavy will launch for the first time in 28 months before the end of 2021. Falcon Heavy has just 3 launches under its belt to date, but it's poised to get quite a workout over the coming months. The rocket is scheduled to launch 2 classified missions for the U.S. Space Force by early 2022, the first of which will lift off next month. The Viasat-3 Astranus flight will follow shortly thereafter. And Falcon Heavy's manifest also includes NASA's Psyche asteroid mission, which is slated to launch next August. The rocket will also fly some other high-profile missions in the near future, including NASA's ice-hunting Viper Moon rover in 2023, and Europa Clipper probe in 2024. The Falcon Heavy consists of 3 modified, strapped-together Falcon 9 first stages. The central core is topped by a second stage, which carries the payload. Like the workhorse Falcon 9, the Falcon Heavy is partially reusable. All 3 first stages are designed to return to Earth, make vertical, powered landings, and fly again. Thanks for watching this video, and it's a super interesting topic. If you like this, make sure to subscribe. If you have any crazy ideas about what we should cover in next video, please comment it below, and we'll see if we can get to it. So thanks again for watching, and goodbye.